constitutional development constitutional ron ma in eng provision tenge India rama act law kan ti ang chi sang sang ang chi khang hau kha hmasawn kan en masaka ngaya India ram kha company rule kan ti regulating act 1773 atanga charter act 1853 in kar khenga kha company rule noya kan apply ania chu polity 1 kan tinga part 1 ha kan zir photang company kan din don rengin capital kan momo chu capital chu helaian company lo oma he company hian sumle pai asum don na tur capital momo chu capital ron tho tu tur chu amega shareholder kan tiang khang hawa kan momo ni chu wangchon kum sang khat zaruk ad sang khat zaruk december ni som ni le ni som thum le pakhata december ni som thum le pakhata Queen Elizabeth khan East India Company English East India Company or British East India Company kan ti kha East lampanga India lampanga British or Britain kan ti tanga anma ni chau trade phalna kum som panga chunga tan aron peya chu East India Company rondin tran chaudana ni heng ho hianin India ma sarkar na or thunai na kan tiang chi an ron chang chawa chu wangchorin regulating act 1773 kan ti hi avoi khatna tan for the first time British Parliament kan ti hau khan heng East India Company kan ti te hi interfere or anron enroll vetani chung ho chu engtin nge alo tran chaudana kha kan ena company kan dina khang company khan shareholder kan ti angchi company ya capital ron tho tu tur sum ron tho tu tur kha an minga shareholder kan ti angchi hau khan ni khang hau khan an company an en kol thiam lo chu wangchon mi thiam tak ni an hriat mi som ni le pali omna body of 24 director call court of director kan ti hi an dina heng ho hian court of director kan ti hianin East India Company kan ti kha India rama engtin nge ma ala kang sum don na engtin nge kalpuyang khang zong kha an ngei to a chung hawa chun court of director kan ti te kha nin India rama Bombay Madras le Bengal province ate khan governor an ronda chung hau chuan council court of director kan ti ten hen hian kum tin report an pathin ani khang hawa kha India rama company ina athil kalpui dan zong kha province tin Bombay Madras Bengal province atanga governor thau khanin court of director kan ti ten hen report an pathin ani heng Bengal kan ti a yanin governor omang chutiang bokin Madras kan ti apohian governor omang Bombay kan ti apohian governor asan pa thain province rang hian an nei heng ho hianin helai Bengal governor hianin Bombay hianin thunai na pakhat ma nei lo chutiang bokin Bombay ya po an governor hianin province dang hian thunai na nei lo they are independent but they are responsible tu te hen ange report an peka nga tu te thuangin nge kha company kha an mani province a thau an nge tu te thu pek or order angin an omang ka te chonin court of director khang hau khan heng company hi an control kata an mani ai autorin province tin a hian governor ran dani regulating act 1773 aron chok tan hi aron cho chan kan soilokong East India Company kan ti de khan India rama sangkhat zasari somrukle palia hi modern Indian history kan le enang kan kal chho zel chon dam chuan battle of Buxar kan ti kha aron thlenga chuta chonin Mughal emperor Shah Alam II kan ti te Mir Qasim Nawab of Bengal kan ti te le awata Nawab Shujauddaulah kan ti haute kha antang khoma East India Company khan be rona amai chu East India Company atangin leader thatak Hector Munrawaten an hneya chu wangchon sangkhat zasari samrukle panga tangpai chonin Bengal region khanin Diwani rights chu enge kan te chon rights over revenue collection and civil issue civil case te le Orissa Bihar and Bengal chu Bengal province noya Bihar Bengal le Odisha tunanita hemi region a hianin revenue collection kha East India Company khanin sa alam chu Emperor of Mughal khami ne natang khanin annaita chu ahminga Diwani Treaty of Allahabad atangin Treaty of Allahabad chu sangkhat zasari samrukle panga ansaina chuta chuanin East India Company ne na khanin Diwani rights kanti revenue collection rights kha sa alam chu khan aron petani chuta tang chuanin East India Company khanin Bengal region capital tur khan nei to England lama tangin capital tur ron thonan ngai to lo chu wang chuanin company official ho kha uncorrupt ema chu mai ba ka company khan sum nei lo official ho khan ron ho sa em thungan chu wang chuanin company khan suma momo sia government of England anilo pon Bank of England atang te khanin loan 1 million pound khati hun lai kha chun avelu po sang lu tu khamizat zeta kha 1 million pound zeta kha Bank of England kan ti le government an mani sarkar atangin apuk saka amar chu East India Company kha company pakhat ve thawon ni trading company pakhat chawani khang ho kha an tlak chiat an bengrapan lawa wangin British Parliament ho kha khang company affairs kha enroll to turin pressure na satak London lama oma chuwang chon avoi khatna tan regulating act 1773 company affairs le India rama kha company ina engeti turti lo tur British Parliament na avoi khatna tana a interact na turin or a interfere na turin regulating act 1773 corruption dawa English East India Company kanti kha India rama a trade kalpui dan turte khang hawa kha he regulating act 1773 hian aronda tani he regulating act 1773 hnuaia hianin tunhma a Bombay Madras Bengal region a governor ran pa thawan nei khatuna chonin Governor General of Bengal kanti kha aronda tani tuna chonin India rama province English East India Company province omzong zong kha chu India rama chon Governor General in IN kol thaina turin Governor General of Bengal kanti kha aron oma chonin avoi khatna tan kha posa khan Lord Warren Hastings first Governor General of Bengal kha aron umtani chutiang bokin he ekhian Government of Bombay Madras presidencies ama independent na umthina kha tuna chonin Governor General of Bengal thunhoi hianin arunda tani chutiang bokin it's lay down the foundation of central administration in India tunma chonin namani te hian thunai nan nei vek amai ro chuta chonin Bengala Governor General kanti khanin heng hawa hi a control ta chu central administration India rama aron chhauna than ani chutiang bokin 1773 regulating act 1773 hian Supreme Court kanti kha Calcutta din turin provision ron siam 1774 Calcutta Supreme Court kanti kha din ani tani first Chief Justice of Supreme Court Sir Elijah Impey hepa hi aming kan chen chiangai Court of Director the governing body of the company Court of Director reported to the British government on several matters. Helaya hianin Court of Director kanti dekhanin helai East India Company affairs kha anla control tho amara chu kha Court of Director khan andu du into national dithai tolo British government ne na hianin report an pek angai tani helaya hianin point number 2 kan mu it's lay down foundation of central administration ti kan mu tin point number 3 hianin Bombay Madras presidencies kan ti hau phanin an thunai na kha an hlawa tuna chon Governor General of Bengal noya anong to chu wang chonin Madras te Bombay province governor te khan helaian several matters kan ti ang chi ho engtenge kan ti chonin revenue kan ti ate henga hian thunai na an nei tolo na chu Governor General of Bengal yat ama province dang Bombay Madras kan ti te khang hau thunai na alak sak chu revenue ate civil and military Affairs te khanin an thunei na kha alak sak Governor General of Bengal noya an omtani tin point number 6 na hi kan shet nge yangai he point number 6 na hi enge omzia kan ti chonin Governor General Executive Council kan ti khanin member palien oma heng member pali ho hianin eng po decision lo siam don se majority decision in an kalangai majority in chota chon Governor General ani wang khanin thunei na nei big chong lo kha council member ho khanin mi pali a chonin majority nei tur chon pathum talin an support angai chu wang chonin he council a hian boina tam tak aron oma Governor General pun adu ang ati thailo na tur khanin midangan lo in thor wal ve chonin khati ang cha voi tam tak khati ang case kha athen bukani ka kha 1773 regulating act 1773 noya kan zelturah ani habakha zirangai lo point number 1 2 3 4 5 6 chaw kha hoka kan chin chiang act of settlement wani hei engwange regulating act 1773 amend ani kan ti chonin Supreme Court 1774 a Kolkata dinakhan thunei na Executive Council kan ti le Supreme Court khan thunei na anin choni chu wang chon he act of settlement ron om 1773 regulating act 1773 a siam danglam or amend ani tak nuwa chonin the Supreme Court geographic jurisdiction become limited to only Kolkata chu wang chonin Executive Council kan ti hauka thunei na sangjok be kan nia khalaya thunei na inchu omthina kha tuna chonin Supreme Court hauka thunei na kha Kolkata area vela chau khanin anlo nei tani revenue collection including zamindar and judicial officer of the company court were exempted from jurisdiction of Supreme Court hau thunei na hnuai khanin heng revenue collector judicial officer kanti ang chi ho te kha an thunei na in aron huam talawa Supreme Court by this act governor of Kolkata was authorized to frame law for Bengal Bihar and Odisha khalaya te kha 1773 amend act of settlement ina aron soyani pitch India act of 1784 hei hi apoi moa kan shet nge yangai distinguish between commercial and political function of the company pitch India act of 1784 kan ti khan dual government kan ti kha aron siam chu point number 1 he kan chiarang British Parliament kan ti khan Board of Control aron da belani he Board of Control kan ti hianin political affairs zong aron en kolanga Court of Director ama company en kol thinau kha chonin commercial affairs kha anla en kol chhung zamang chu wang chuan avoi khatna tan British Parliament kan ti khan system of double government kan ti hi aron introduce chu mai baka he pitch India act kan ti hian India rama British Parliament kha barely involved or interfere in the company affairs avoi khatna tan British Parliament aron interfere taka regulating act 1773 ni amai ro chu pitch in the act 1784 ina aron soive ta ka chon Board of Control aron ta chu wang choni kha India rama company affairs kha tu na chon parliament in kan en kol veto don ani British Parliament thun hoya om veto don ani ron ti na ek ani ta ne chu wang chonin Board of Control kan te hianin member paruk anoma he member paruk zi ayan mi pani hi British Parliament cabinet minister pani andon netani thus the company possession were for the first time called British possession in India British Parliament ina direct control andon na avoi khatna tan pitch India ekhi direct control kan te khanin British East India Company British Parliament ina direct control na noya pitch India Act of 1784 atang hian andron omtani the act was introduced by the British then Prime Minister William Pitt chuwangin Pitch India Act 1784 ti aron nitani. Apart from Secretary of State and Finance Minister, 4 other members were appointed to this board. Achina kansoi Board of Control kanti khanin Secretary of State le Finance Minister. He 6 member atang hianin mi pani hi Cabinet Minister panin midang pali khachu appointed ni. 1773 ina asoy Executive Council member palin ang mga majority decisionin an kalang ti khanin buay na thina wangin tuna chonin he member pali na body kha Executive Council ka Pitch India ekyan member pathuma aron titniam taboka chawang chon Executive Council khan member pathum chaw amplani he Pitch India ekhi tikhanin kanchin chia tura hoju azaw Act of 1786 aron umve hayan engeron soitum kanti chonin Lord Warren Hastings kha Governor General of Bengal ani na atra maron zawa ama thak tu turin corruption daw ne thei tu tur Lord Cornwallis mi ho sa chung kwa mi kha rondan tuma amra chu Lord Cornwallis hianin India rama Governor General of Bengal aminda don chonin tin demand pathiron nei chu a demand pathi chu power of Chief Commander kanti kha Governor General of Bengal kuta inda turani midang inan nei turanila Governor General of Bengal kanti nena khanin he Chief Commander military lama anhau tu pa berni tur khanin Governor General of Bengal ka thuna inain peturani chutiang bokin Governor General hian account silamite decision siya maka veto power anay turani ha an decision siya maka adik law chuanin adu law chuan a cancel thei turani ha chutiang bokin amadu angin kha council ka akai soya nga decision po asiam thei turani veto power kanti kha aron tila chu he Act of 1786 yan Lord Cornwallis demand kha aron til hotlinga Lord Cornwallis kha India nama Governor General of Bengal patni na niturin 1786 ahian aron chun zomtani Charter Act of 1793 ahianin chinchia vaktura omlawa ma se kan chinchia vetura chu Charter Act of 1793 1773 aron oma kha kumsom ni atan dani chutiang bokin 1793 aron oma heian kumsom ni another next 20 years India rama East India Company khanin exclusive right kan te kha kumsom ni dang aron nei le a chutiang bokin helaya Governor Lord Cornwallis na Governor General na thudai na ane a council majority decision hatiang veto power kan ti ang chite khan nakina Governor General ron la omle turzel tanpo he power hi pek ni ro se ti ang chite Chief Commander kanti ang chite po ka tuna chonin now not executive member of Governor General Council Governor General Council atang khanin tuna chonin pecho anita boka Chief Commander hi tuna chonin Governor General of Bengal kuta a to wangin Governor General kuta ta ka wangin Commander in Chief kanti te po ka Executive Council han member anni angai talawani Separation of Revenue and Judiciary Lord Cornwallis hi India rama Indian Civil Servant kanti ICS ron din tuni chuwang chonin Lord Cornwallis is known as Father of Indian Civil Service he pahianin Separation of Revenue tuna chon District Collector DC kanti tahian power ni sange mama Judge an ngala chutiang bokin civilian hautan revenue kanti ang chite judge kanti te SP police lampanga po how to ningal ve kani ama nuayan umvek amay rachut he 1793 Charter Act 1793 nuay hanin separation of revenue and judiciary function aron umta hetahian revenue code kanti ang chite kha tuna chonin abolish aron dita chuwang chon revenue lampanga harsat na case kan law nei nipon judicial quota kan kalangaya kalai district collector khan athun ina hom china om to lawang or revenue administration kan ti ang chikha tuna chonin han pain an omtonga revenue le judiciary kan ti kha tu na chon thu nei tu mission an ni to dona wangin revenue case kan tiang chitep kha judicial court a kalpoyanga ya chu wang chon revenue court kan ti kha a omtalawa chuna chonin judicial court a kalangai ta thongani Charter Act of 1813 aron langa he Charter Act 1813 hian engeron soi kan ti chon Napoleon era Europa Napoleon aron lana kha kat en photangai Europa 1798 atangin French Revolution kan ti kha 1789 aron choka 1798 atanga 1815 thlenga hi Napoleon era kan ti kha ni Napoleon aron langa Europe ram sangami Napoleon continental system kan ti ron chona hi enge omje kan ti chon hi French ani French ram hianin Napoleon aron langa helai hi England kan ti kha anrung French ram Napoleon kha achak ema England ho hi industrial revolution ron omnani England ho ne na in sum don ton ram helai continent a hianin in omani chuan ka etek ang chaw Napoleon continental system achon tuma England hi in betha tur ani lo ti khani top me alo bethain om chonin French in dau ti dani aron ti tak no achonin England rama industry nei tu te capitalist kan ti ang chi ho te khanin an parliament ne na British parliament na president pe eng wangin nge East India Company chau hi India rama tretin phal keini pon Europa kan market kan hlo vek to tu man min sum don tuingam to lo chu wang chonin keini po hi India rama kan sum don ve thaina torin Swiss Canal ka sang khat zariat somruk le pakwa open ani to India ram kan sum ve don ve thaina torin helaya East India Company chau monopoly trade right in pe ka hi in te top to turani ti in aron soya chuchu Napoleon continental system awangin Charter Act 1813 kan ti hianin East India Company ina monopoly of the trading rights of British East India Company kan ti kha aron ti top tani helaya hianin ati top dana hi kan en lengaya however the company monopoly to trade with China and trade with India was kept intact. Kha Charter Act 1813 ina East India Company na monopoly rights India rama ama chau kha company chau kha trade thaina phalna ape ka kha tuna chonin atop to ma se khami kha azong ati top ni lovin East India Company khan China le India khan ti apik chonin East India Company chawin trade la kalpui theng amar chu India ram achon item dang zong achu company du England atang khanin ankal ve thai tonga sumdon na ankal pui thai tawang tina ani it's defined the constitutional position of the British territories in India for the very first time provision was made to set aside 1 lakh rupees India ram education promote na turin noi khat dani amara chu hi kum som pan hi nu abak man anilo education a hianin ma kan son pha lo he Charter Act 1813 ina asoi pakhat chu English missionary kan ti hawakha he Charter Act 1813 hian India rama missionaries kan ti hawakha ronlu aphalta bokani missionaries were allowed to enter in India by this Charter Act of 1813. Charter Act 1833 aron lang le kha Charter Act 1813 kan enzo chi khan Charter Act 1793 na alo soi angin next 20 years East India Company in India rama thuna inala na yang ti ang che kha provision aron da le chu tiang bokin 1813 hi in aron da kha azau le 1833 aron om he 1833 po hian kumsom ni chung East India Company in India ram anlain kolang tiang che hu kha aron da le bok helai Charter Act of 1833 na aron saya chu point number 1 ami chiam dau kan chen chiangai East India Company trading company ni thina kha commercial privilege kan ti ang chi kha tuna chonin aron ti topa tuna chonin they become purely administrative body commercial body ni to lawin administrator East India Company kha transform an ni ta ni chu wang chonin Governor General of Bengal ni thina kha tuna chon Governor General of India dia da aron ni ta first Governor General of India was Lord William Bentinck Lord William Bentinck hi kan chin chia ngai a ming hi chin chia dan ol sam da wa chu Governor General of Bengal kan na ya Governor General of India kan nei le boka hela hianin an ming a hian B for not Bengal de kan chen che chon William Bentinck kan mo B for not Bengal Warren Hastings B omna zona kha B for not Bengal kan te chonin Governor General of India chin chia ol chu wang chonin B for not Bengal te khan kan chin chia tlang pu china beginning of a central legislature for India as the act also took away hi engi omse kan te chonin central legislature kan te kha armung ta khai khom tu or central thunai tu pakhatan o makhang khat midang hawa kha an thunai na alak saka Bombay Madras kan te ang chi ho bo khani an mani in thunai na eng ma lo siam turin thunai na an nei talo enge omse kan te chon India kan ne India rama kan oma Mizoram state kan ni state hian legislative assembly a bila puluta governorin assent or allow pompui chuan house in an pasa governorin allow pom chon kha ekaneme keima ani state kan man tur ka dan gat siam vetrin ma se tuna chonin khatiang ang chia East India Company Charter Act 1833 ina asoi chu Bombay te Madras te na an mani pola danan lo siam ve thaina ang chi right ka alak saka tuna chon Governor General of India ina apum puizet lo chonin eng dan ma siam thai ani talo an mani province man tur po siam thai an nilo point number 3 4 the act ended East India Company as a commercial body sumdong kanti ang chi kha anni na atitop to it became a purely administrative body Charter Act 1833 in commercial body ni thin East India Company kha tuna chuan administrative body ni turin aron change tani Charter Act of 1833 kan ti te po hian kan ti hianin legalized the British colonization of India and other territorial possession of company were allowed to remain under its government but were held in trust for Manchester his her successor for the service of government of India khachu British noya kan la thun jom zel dona khang hawa kha British rama bung pakhata min ngai to ni ti chiang takin aron sei boka helai hianin 1833 Charter Act 1833 hianin engeron soi kan te chonin Governor General Council was fixed to 4 member pitch India ekina 1784 pitch India ekina Governor General Council Executive Council kan tika member pathumati niam kha 33 hi chon palia aron dale he apalina hi law commissioner Lord Macaulay this fourth member of the council was Lord Macaulay law commissioner kan ti kha a member palina ni turin aron da lut leni Charter Act of 1853 Charter Act 1833 khan kumsom ni dangatan East India Company kha right chapelea India Affairs and Court India ram athunai na changtorin amar chu 1853 hi chon engma kumsom ni dang pi ang chi kha aron da to lo kha kan shetangai in England the Charter Act of 1853 reduced number of director of the company from hi court of director kan ti kha member som ni pali ni thina kha tu na chon som pariata aron da kaniam aron tit niama e member som pariat jing apo hian parukka crown British king or queen a oma piangina an nominate or an appoint turani Charter Act of 1853 marked the expansion of Council of Governor General for legislative purpose. The fourth member was placed at an equal status with other members. Hay ingi umsiya kan tijon. Charter Act 1833 kan a member palina ni turin Law Commissioner Lord Macaulay ka arondalota mase kapaka temporary member. Law chung changan ngai tu don chawin council executive council kana ron thuveang. Mase Charter Act 1853 hianin ka law member temporary member ka tuna chonin permanent member arunda ngetane khalaya ka karsyatangai Charter Act 1853 deprived the court of director of its right of patronage to Indian appointment and now it was to be exercised under regulation. This was the birth of civil service which was torn in 1854 for open competition. India rama ICS kanti ang chiah kha tungeron din to kanti kha Lord Cornwallis ane Lord Cornwallis khanin ICS kanti ang chiah kha open examination manghianin or competition manghianin an appoint reng lo court of director te hian andu sakzonga kha kumsom pariat mi sompakwa khatiang mi vela kha andu sakzong an appoint top zel chu wang chuan Charter Act 1853 hian tuna chon Court of Director ina indu zong in appoint hi athai to lawang open competition mangin selection hi nei to turani te in sangkhat Charter Act aron in sia chu wang chon sangkhat zariat sumale palia Indian Civil Service kanti ang chihaw kha appoint ni to lawin open competition mga select an lautintani He Charter Act 1853 ina aron soi poimo tak kan shet ngai tur chu separation of power chu ta chon eng power nge a in sem kan ti chu legislative council kan ti le executive council kan ti hi aron then sang ta ni he legislative council hian law an man tur kha an ron dong ve ang legislator kan ti chon dan siam tu te executive kan ti chon kha dan omsa keng ko tu tur ang chi ho kha Executive Council kanti Council of Minister kanti ang chi Prime Minister, President, Vice President, Council of Minister kanti ang chiang kha Executive Council ho chun ni union na chonin Council of Minister, Vice President, President, Prime Minister le Attorney General of India kanti ho kha Executive Union Executive Council ni khati ang thunai tulok India rama decision siama dan mga rorel tu ang chi hang ka executive council legislative council achonin MP kanti ang chi ka an mga dan siam tu legislator kanti te kha an ron ya chuwang chon tun ma executive council le legislative council nei ngai lo khan Charter Act 1853 hi chonin aron siam ta council pani legislative council le executive council aron tin ta ni ole hemi chin zong hi Governor General of Bengal atanga Governor General of India kan nei aron neta anuwa chonin sangkhat zariat somale pasaria revolt of 1857 aron oma chumi nuwa chonin company rule kha to pa British in direct in crown hoya minda crown ruler oma chuwang chuan he company rule Polity part 1 chu khamichin hanin kan do to kanga adot le tang chonin crown rule Government of India Act 1858 atangin kan en chawdo na ne